Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. Every day, 1 in 10 people in the province will develop signs of some form of dementia. And this stat is expected to double by the year 2020. Great Plains College has stood above the crowd over the years, offering a range of educational courses. And following a recent announcement, it's now set to offer a new 2-year Business Diploma program. Visitors to the Art Gallery of Swift Current were recently treated to a unique live performance. Thanks for joining us here today. Cases of Alzheimer's are expected to double by 2020. And in this report, we take a closer look at some of the outreach services available in the community. According to the Alzheimer Society of Saskatchewan, every day, 1 in 10 people in the province will develop signs of some form of dementia. And this stat is expected to double by the year 2020. And despite an aging population in Saskatchewan, there are a few misconceptions around the illness.
It's not an older person's disease. Really, anybody can get dementia. There's young people who get it who have it as a result of brain injury. And so this Awareness Month, we're really encouraging individuals to learn the ABCs of dementia by visiting our website, abcdementia.ca, and really becoming familiar with the warning signs of the disease.
And through her work at the Cypress Resource Center at the Meadows in Swift Current, Hurdle is available to answer any questions or concerns about Alzheimer's, as family members may already be noticing the early signs of the illness with a loved one.
So of course it includes memory loss that affects day-to-day functioning, difficulty performing familiar tasks, and the key is familiar tasks, disorientation to time and space, problems with abstract thinking, problems with language, loss of initiative, changes in mood and behavior, changes in personality, impaired judgment, and then misplacing things. And the key with that one is misplacing things in strange locations. So those are the 10 warning signs we really want to watch out for.
Early diagnosis is key for planning a treatment for Alzheimer's from the initial stages to long term. A process which can be trying not only on the patient, but that of caregivers and other family members.
It's hard for family members to watch their family go through that. They're a person with dementia. They have changing abilities, changes in their behavior, and changes in communication. And it's hard to watch people go through that. It brings up a lot of emotions for people, and there's a little bit of ambiguous loss and grief that goes along with the process. And so people can sometimes be grieving while somebody's still alive, and that's really difficult for people. And even identifying that that's what you're going through and seeking out help for that is really challenging as well.
Therefore, a number of resources are available in the community, from telehealth presentations to social outings. More information on dementia-related illnesses and resources for patients and families are available through the First Link Coordinator here in Swift Current, or online through the Alzheimer Society of Saskatchewan. For over 12 years, Southwest TV News has provided the visuals for the defining moments in our community. Support your community and help us to continue our work. Support our sponsors by watching the ads on YouTube and by clicking the ads on our website. Pennies per click, which will help us continue to bring you the award-winning news coverage you've come to expect from Southwest TV News. Great Plains College in Swift Current continues to expand on its course offerings, this time focusing on business. Great Plains College has stood above the crowd over the years, offering a range of educational courses. And following a recent announcement, it's now set to offer a new 2-year Business Diploma program starting in September.
Excited about the growth that we can see before us and what's going to happen in the future. And this, I think, really is going to distinguish us as a college, because now we're moving from a 1-year college into something that's going to be a 2nd-year college, and then perhaps beyond that as well. And so it's really a significant jump for us. And what the students can do with this is equally impressive, because of course now instead of a terminal certificate, really they can go on and they can get a degree in business or in commerce as well.
A more in-depth program which has come together through a strategic partnership with Saskatchewan Polytechnic.
The certificate has the authority of Saskatchewan Polytech, and so of course that's a Canada-wide institution, and that certainly lends authority to this diploma. And so if they go from one province to another, they carry that with them.
A new program which continues to keep students in the community and is applauded by former business certificate graduates like Carson Montgomery, who reflects on his own experience at GPC.
No, it was really important for me to stay in Swift Current. It doesn't really work for me to move away, to go take something somewhere else. And online courses, it's much better to have a one-on-one teacher that's right there and you can ask questions.
More information on the Business Diploma program and other courses offered at Great Plains College can be found on their website.
It will help, as the Premier said, with the short-term issues around the stimulus, but it's got a clear eye on the future, something for the long-term economic health of this region.
An internationally renowned artist was in the spotlight at a recent event at the Art Gallery of Swift Current. We bring you some of the highlights in this report. Visitors to the Art Gallery of Swift Current were recently treated to a unique live performance. Internationally acclaimed artist and choreographer Bill Coleman brought his eclectic show Dollhouse to life during the evening showcase event. Coleman captured the audience's attention through this unique story, incorporating light, sound, and movement.
It's somebody encountering obstacles, essentially. Some of them are funny and some are kind of almost biblical, but the person just kind of progresses through them. It's not, he's not necessarily completely traumatized, he's not defeated, he doesn't give up, and he doesn't overcome. He sort of exists with each of these obstacles. I have to walk through mousetraps and set everyone off. I have to move very slowly. I have to have muscle sensors on my muscles and tense them and make sound. So it's not like a dance where you're repeating the same thing, but it's very consistent. I mean, the same things happen, but the way we approach them are as if they're sort of new and immediate right then and there.
A stellar performance, which came to light through the collaboration of Bill Coleman and composer Gordon Monahan, who have worked together on previous projects. And through the unique engineering of sound, the audience is drawn into a new world of live performance art.
All of the objects, the mechanical objects on stage, I designed and built, and they're primarily, as you can see, sound-producing sculptures. Or sound-producing stage sets, elements. The whole stage becomes an instrument, and Bill, as a performer, is engaged in activating that instrument or having the instrument play onto him. So he becomes both the player and the subject sometimes of what is played onto him. And then I play a role of kind of the technologist who is sort of overseeing things and controlling these things as they come and go. And then occasionally I step onto the stage and interact directly with Bill.
An evening at the Art Gallery which drew in a varied audience, with each embracing the performance in their own way.
I thought it was amazing. I thought he did a great job. I thought the dancing, the movement was very organic, and I think that we're really lucky that we have wonderful people in Swift Current that can bring stuff like this to Swift Current, because I think that we tend to be a little bit sheltered with the traditional idea of performance, so it's nice to expand our horizons and have something a little bit out of the box.
You know, it's an art, and I think any of the arts, it's one of the things we have in our city is the ability to performing arts, and the Art Gallery here does an amazing job. I think the Art Gallery was a great venue for this because of its artistic display.
Bill Coleman's Dollhouse will take to the stage for close to 20 performances across Canada this year, with a trip to Scotland on the schedule and the hopes of performing in Russia. The Swift Current presentation of Dollhouse was a partnership between New Dance Horizons and the Art Gallery of Swift Current. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.